Hey guys, Alaha here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, how you doing? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. So today we'll be putting a new product to the test. It is a primer, and this primer is said to make your makeup last all day long and hydrate your skin and create a tacky base to where your makeup grips onto your face. Like, it sounds like a dream come true, especially during this cold, brutal winter that we're having in New York. So I wanted to test it out on camera. I just received the PR package a few days ago, and I wanted to test it out on camera because normally I test out products on my own and then let you guys know about them, but I wanted to switch it up for this video. So I kind of walk you through step by step, and then I stay until the end, check in with you, and then tell you guys my thoughts on this primer. So if you want to know my full opinion on this primer, then please stay tuned. But before we get started, you guys know the drill. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below and turn on the bell notifications so you guys are notified every time I upload a new video. And if you're not following me already, please go ahead and follow me on all my other social media outlets. I have Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All of that is Makeup by Alaha. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right on into this review. Hello guys, how's everybody doing today? Got my coffee. It's gonna be a good day. Today we're gonna be testing out a new primer by Milk Makeup. This is their HydroGrip primer, and to tell you a little bit about their primer, let's see, I'm gonna show you this Instagram post right here. I don't even have to go on the website and dig for information. Like, Instagram is so cool. So this is the post that I'm going to right over here. And it says, the wait is over, HydroGrip is finally here. Get you a primer that does both. HydroGrip is infused with hemp-derived cannabis extract to lock in hydration and blue agave extract to grip onto your makeup all day and all night long. Now up for grabs at Sephora, online and in store, and milkmakeup.com. Free shipping on all orders for HydroGrip until March 14th. But no worries, your girl don't got you covered there, because this video will not be up by March 14th, since that's in a couple days, and Cult Beauty on March 12th. So that piece of information, just, don't pay attention to. And it says that the HydroGrip is laced with hemp-derived cannabis extract that's clinically tested to make your skin feel immediately smoother and more hydrated. I definitely need something like this because I live in New York. The weather has been brutal lately. We've had like a cold winter, even though it hasn't snowed as much. I mean, knock on wood. It hasn't snowed as much, but it's still been very, 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 very cold. Like, you go outside and the wind and the cold air is so disrespectful. It just like smacks you in the face. So like, we need all the hydration we can get. My face has been doing something real crazy lately. See these blemishes here? I have something right here on my forehead that I actually have to go get injected with, like, I don't remember what she called it, but like something, because this thing has been here for like a month. You can't see it, but you could feel it. It's like a bump. It's really weird. And then I can't wear any eye makeup still, because those of you that watched my last video know that I had an allergic reaction a couple of weeks ago to something. I don't know what it was. On my lid and right down here, and this eyelid puffed up. This area turned like red and bumpy, and then I also had it on my lip, which leads me to believe that it was the foundation that I used. So yeah, they prescribed me a steroid medication, like a topical ointment. I didn't use it because that thins out your eyelids, and I don't want to thin out my eyelids because I don't want to look like an old lady every time I wear eye makeup. So I started using the Ozonated Coconut Topical CBD Oil 300 milligram CBD by Thought Cloud. It's this right here. It helped clear up the reaction that I had, and this is really good for eczema. It's good for, let's see, it says it all on the back. Thought Cloud Ozonated Coconut Oil CBD oil is hyper oxygenated with O3 and provides rapid wound and skin healing, perfect for wounds, cuts, burns, wrinkles, acne, psoriasis, and eczema. I also applied some on this little bump, which actually, it went down quite a bit. Last week it was like major. This week it's a little better. It's still there, but it's better. So if you guys want to try it, I highly recommend it. You can also use my code ALAHA. This is not sponsored, but you can use my code ALAHA to save money on thoughtcloud.com. You guys know I use their CBD oil for my back pain and it's like amazing. So just wanted to put that out there if I can help anyone else who doesn't want to use the steroid cream that the doctors prescribe. Okay. Oh, and this is not to replace the medical advice you receive from a medical professional. Just gotta put that disclaimer out there. Please follow what your doctor says, but if you want to try this, feel free to do so. Don't take my medical advice. I am not a doctor. I am not a medical professional. I'm just letting you know what worked for me. Full disclaimer. Okay? So don't come for me in the comments. All right, so we're gonna test out this new primer and see how it goes. I'm just gonna go in with my normal moisturizer. This is the Ole Henriksen Sheer Transformation Perfecting Moisturizer. You guys know I love this stuff. I actually need to get another one because I am almost out. Following that with my Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. Just applying a good amount of that using my ring fingers. So now that my skin is prepped and hydrated, I'm going to go ahead and start with the primer. As mentioned before, this is the Milk HydroGrip Primer. I'm going to take a couple of pumps of that. Probably don't need as much. And spread this evenly onto my face. Right off the bat, it does feel extremely hydrating. And it does, I also read on Instagram that it gets tacky once it's blended in, and it is doing that. So that's good because your foundation will grip right onto it. Wow, this feels really cool. It's like super tacky. I'm excited. You guys hear that? It's getting tacky. I like that. For foundation, I'm going to go in with the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation and the Lancome Tint Idole Foundation. In the NARS, I am shade L4, and in the Lancome one, I am shade 330 Bisque, which is a little too dark for me, and then the NARS one is a little too light for me, so it'll work perfectly when mixed together. I'm just going to take one pump of the NARS, or 2 pumps because these pumps are real small. Okay, 3 pumps. The Lancome. I'm going to use an Elena Badro foundation brush to mix this all together and apply it to my face. Yes, coverage. And using a Real Techniques RT213 foundation brush to buff this out. I like to use stippling motions with my foundation. I don't like to just rub. Okay, so far, I do like the way this is making my skin look. I have used this foundation combination before, so it's looking hydrated, it's looking plump, so let's just continue. The concealer I'm going to go in with is the e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. You guys know I like to conceal my entire nose so it could last and the coverage could be really good. Going in with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, I am going to blend out the concealer. I will be using the Crayon Case Highlighter Pen in the shade number 15 to contour. I'll be using a Morphe M572 brush to blend out my nose contour first. And then I'll go in with another brush to blend out my face contour. Now using a Vasanti angled flat top foundation brush, I'm going to blend out my face contour. I know we look crazy, just be patient and trust the process. Going back in with my foundation brush, I'm just going to buff out all those harsh edges. Okay, so now just to save a little bit of time, I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup off camera, and I'm also going to fill in my brows and apply some mascara, and then I'm going to come back on camera and do the finishing touches and let you guys know what I think of this primer so far. Okay, so now that my brows, setting, and mascara is done, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this makeup look. The bronzer I'll be going in with is the Morphe Glamabronze Face and Body Bronzer in the lightest shade, which is called Icon. For my highlighter, I'll be going in with the Crayon Case Honor Roll Highlighter, which is a beautiful gold color. And for my blush, I'll be going in with the Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in the shade Mykonos. Also going to take this highlighter into the inner corners of my eyes. To really brighten them since I'm not wearing any eyeshadow. For lipstick, I'm going to go in with the Crayon Case Jambalaya Liquid Lipstick. Alright guys, this is the finished look. So far so good. I love the way this primer has made my skin look and feel. I just really love the way my skin feels right now and looks. It's not super matte, it's also not super oily. It's like right there in the middle, the way I like it. I don't have any dry patches here, which most of the time I do, and I have to go in and spray with like a hydrating rose spray or something of that sort to kind of fix it sometimes. I don't have any of that right now. So far so good. I'm liking everything. I'm liking the way it looks. I'm liking the way it feels, which is very important for me. Look at these ugly little blemishes. I didn't do a really good job concealing them. So I'm gonna check in a few hours. The time right now is 10:41 a.m. So I'll check in a few hours to let you guys know how this makeup is holding up. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so my first check-in is at 12:53 p.m. So it's been about 2 hours or so, a little over 2 hours that I've had this foundation on, and I'm really impressed so far. It has not broken up on my face whatsoever. Normally at this point I would see a little bit of oils poking through, but I don't see anything yet. So I'm really impressed so far. So hopefully this wear test does well throughout the day, so this can become my new favorite primer. So yeah, I will check in again in a few hours and let you guys know. I'm going to try to check in at least 2 more times before the end of this video, but if not, definitely 1 more time to let you guys know how it's lasting on my face so far. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I am back for the second check-in of the day. The time now is 6:53 p.m. This makeup has been on my face for a little bit over 8 hours now since I put it on at 10:30 a.m. or was it 10:40 a.m.? Whatever. It was around 10 a.m. So it's been on a little over 8 hours, and so far so good. It's holding up pretty well. I just came from a laser hair removal appointment, so I had like these big funky glasses on my face, and the nose pad of the glasses did mess with this area just a tiny bit right over here, but nothing major. And even throughout all that, this still held up pretty well. I am noticing as I come a little closer to my face There is a little bit of separation right over here, but nothing that just a little bit of blotting and dusting some powder can't fix. So I'm not worried about that. I haven't had any touch-ups yet. My chin seems pretty good, still intact, not oily. The nose, like I said, it's just a tiny bit shiny, so it's nothing to be like, you know, scared of. And then the forehead is pretty matte and it hasn't really changed. I am noticing that the mascara I used is transferring onto this area right here. So I don't know what that's about. But yeah, other than that, everything looks pretty good. Oils are at bay. Foundation seems pretty good. Like, I could go out like this right now. Oh, and also another thing, I just want to talk about the lipstick I'm wearing. I haven't touched it up at all, and I ate twice. I drank like 3 cups of coffee. What else? I drank a lot of water. Currently drinking Powerade Zero. And I'm really impressed that I haven't had to like remove the lipstick and reapply it or anything like that. So shout out to Crayon Case. This lipstick is pretty effing dope. So yeah, okay. I don't want to make this check-in too long. So I guess I'll be back. Okay guys, so this is the third and final check-in for the day. The time now is 9:49 p.m. I've had this foundation for a little over 11 hours, and this foundation and primer has stayed put all day long. I've tried this combination in the past and it was good, but I had to touch up after a couple of hours. So that's how I know that this primer performed really well, and that's why I chose this combination to test the primer out with, because any other foundation that I use or that I use daily, I should say, has performed really well and stayed pretty good. So I wanted to try a combination that I would constantly have to touch up with, and this was that for me. So I love it. I love the way it looks, but I do have to constantly go in there and touch up and blot. But today I haven't touched up at all. I haven't blotted not once. I haven't applied any powder or anything like that. Everything looks pretty fresh. I am going to say that I have a little bit of separation right over here in my nose area, as well as the chin, and the forehead stayed pretty well. The cheeks, everything looks really good. My skin still feels super hydrated, and if you guys can look at my eyelids, you can tell that I would have gotten oily in the rest of my face had I not had something preventing that. So I really like that about it, because I don't have any product on my eyelid. But yeah, these blemishes are kind of poking out a little bit, but that's because I didn't cover them well enough and I didn't color correct them. So they started peeking out a little more towards the end of the day, and also because my collar like rubs up against my chin area here. Yeah, so anyway, I'm really impressed with this primer. It lasted really well. It helped grip that foundation onto my skin, and I think that it's going to be a staple in my makeup routine. I was really impressed, especially during this dry winter. Like, I would have had dry patches all over my face from the get-go, and I would have had to like fix it with like a setting mist or something. So yeah, Milk Makeup, you guys did a phenomenal job on this primer. I'm really impressed with it. And did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. I think I got everything. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for staying until the very end. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel down below if you have not already. And turn on the bell notifications so you guys are notified every time I upload a new video. And if you're not following me already, please go ahead and follow me on all my other social media outlets. I have Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All of that is at MAKEUPBYALAHA. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for staying until the very end. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!